This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, the first thing is what is Artifactory?
We haven't we have not covered Gradle, we have not covered Packer.
Yeah, so this will cover later. Okay, this too.
We also not covered Git as well.
Git, we had one session, right? And then we had a follow-up session pending, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so can we start now?
Mhm.
Yeah. So today let's complete Artifactory.
Okay.
So what is Artifactory? So basically here you store the packages. Okay, store the packages. Uh, Here remember Git we use for storing what? Git we use for storing the
Source code.
source code, but Artifactory which we use for storing packages. Now you will say what packages? So let's know that list of packages which is supported by Artifactory, and that is
JFrog.
that is uh, hmm. So where is the page? Hmm. So which are the package supported? Here is the list. So these are the package which is supported by Artifactory. So some of the things which you want to see that is like you can store Python packages. Here you can store Gradle package. Here you can store Maven package, npm package. Here you can store, and some of the stuff like a Docker package also you can store. Yeah. So these are all the packages which we can. By the way, this tool is developed in Java. So the moment I say it's a Java, that means you know uh,
Yes.
to install
Uh,
this. Yeah, you need a Java.
yes. To
Now,
and platform independent, right?
yeah, company name is JFrog. They have multiple product. One of the most popular product what we have is Artifactory. So this is the um, introductions of Artifactory. Now, how to install it? Simple. So many ways to install it. Docker is the quickest way, which you can just go and install it. So if you go for Artifactory download, there are multiple methods are there. Okay, multiple methods are there. See here. So you can install using Helm, RPM, Debian, Linux here, Docker. This is Compose, Windows exe, Mac, and OpenShift. So multiple methods are there. You now I'm going to show you one of the method, which is Linux. By the way, this is the paid software. So
Okay.
they have a multiple release for it. Okay. So they have a release which is one is they call it community release, and another one is we have a professional release. Okay. Now what is the difference between the community release and professional release? You can see Artifactory community edition versus pro OSS, we call it community one. Here it is. So these are the releases they have it. C community edition or they call it OSS also, Pro. And here we have enterprise. This enterprise means some additional features you have like HA and all that you see that here. So now I'm going to try it out pro release. This is the one. So
But it
for that you
but it is paid, right?
it's a paid, but you get a trial version for 30 days.
Okay.
So that is something which you can try. So I have one machine. Let me check. Here it is. Start this. Okay. I don't know when this I downloaded. If it is lesser than 30 days, then I can use it. Else I have to. You can request for the trial license using here, but this is start for try. You can go for it, but you will get one trial license per email ID.
Okay.
So that is the things. So after that, if you have used that email ID, you will not be able to use it. So this is my IP address, which is 6. So let me go to 192.168.1.6 root Rajesh 123. Now let me just improve this view. Apply. So now Java is installed here, and I think I have set up this in uh, here OPT locations. This is the latest version only. The date for setup is September 24. I mean
Yeah.
downloading. So
Hmm.
is it expired? I think no.
No.
Still we have few days. So let me use this. So here you have app. Inside that you have a bin. Inside that you have a start script, which is here. I'm going to start the Artifactory. Done. So status is running. So now I'm going to access it. The port number is 8082. Okay, and this is the website.
It's 8082, right?
Earlier it was 8081, but now it's accessible on the 8082. Just wait for a second. So it will take some time. It takes some time to load it, so don't get panicked if it's not coming. Meanwhile, you can also check status is running. Everything is good. Here it is. Now username is ADMIN. You can set that username ADMIN123. ADMIN. And what username I set? I forgot actually. So let me get it. admin and what username I set, ATMIN $123. Wonderful, it worked. So this is the Artifactory. Okay.
Where did you set the
So
pa- Where did you set the username and the password?
first time when you set up the username, I mean install that, they will ask you to set up. Default is admin, but after that you'll have to reset the password. So my
Okay.
username is ATMIN and something like that.
Okay.
Okay. So this you have to set it up yourself.
Okay.
They'll give you the prompt. Now 7 days you see here, it is pending.
Correct.
So now what to do? So here you have to do nothing. Artifactory is very flat tools. You have to upload and download a package. That's all. So first, before that, I will show you how to create an access. So I'll create one access unshul. Okay, and there's a one which I'll create unshul $123. This is the username and password I'll create. And then you have to upload and download. For that you have to have a repository. So let me, this is the view button, this is the setting button.
Okay.
So these are the setting button, you have all the access to create a repository. So here repository, you have a local repository where you can do the read and write. Remote repository is a cache copy of some other repository.
So like
Remember,
GitHub.
a remote repository is a cache copy of other repository.
Okay.
Other repository means, let's say, some repository which you have in the say Maven Central, or USA we have some other Maven repository or Docker repository. Docker, you know, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's say one of the image you have in the Docker hub, but if you want to store it at locally also, so every time people should not go to the Docker hub, rather here only Artifactory. So you can create a remote repository. Virtual repository is basically a group of local and remote. So
Okay.
you can say group, virtual means group. Okay. So let's say you have a 10 local repository and 10 remote repository, which is useful for your project. So 10 plus 10, 20 URLs, you'll get it for each repository. So to avoid that, you create one virtual repository and all add this virtual repository, that all the other repository, just like here, and then create a group repository.
Okay.
So these are the three repository you have to work with it. If you are in CDN and all other stuff, distribution and federated, right now it's not needed. So let me create a local repository. So add repository local. What is the type of it? So because we know that Maven, we are trying Maven now. So here Maven, where is that? Here.
It's right.
So it's a Java repository. So unshul, I'll just name it. And remaining piece is the same Maven setup. It can handle the Maven has a two release, right? Release and snapshot,
Okay.
all this thing, save and finish. So I created one repository, unshul, which is a local. Do you want to have remote also? So for the remote, you need a remote copy. So one thing I want to teach you, which is important. Do you know Maven, right?
I mean, I know the installation part.
Installation part.
Yeah, that's
What
all.
about that? How Maven works? You did
Yes.
not practice it.
I mean, I just practiced the installation part. That's it. I didn't go much further.
What about the rest of the other part?
I mean, I practiced the installation part and also some other things that Office asked me to look into it.
Okay. Do you remember Maven compile, right?
Yes,
So because from now onwards, the each topics are interdependent. So you
okay,
have to do it properly. Okay. Maven package. This you remember that, right?
yes,
Yeah. So let me help you. So here what happens? Maven read the pom.xml.
correct.
You know pom.xml, right?
That's right, yes,
Hmm. And in the pom.xml, there we have a dependencies. So you might have seen these dependencies like this is the file I used for your topic. I hope you remember. Here you have a dependencies, right?
that's right.
So Maven read the dependency and it try to download from local repo. What is a local repo?
Local repo is what are the repository on our system.
Local repo is this one here.
Okay,
This is the part. Okay. Local repo is this is the part. Okay. Here it is.
okay,
And if it's not found in this here is not found, then they go for the central repo.
correct.
Central repo is
Some remote repository.
central repo is this one.
Yes,
Repo dot maven dot apache dot org.
correct.
This one.
Yes, sir.
And but now this is the typical flow of Maven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to create. I was creating remote repo.
Correct.
For the remote repo, you need one remote repo. So where do we get it? So this remote repo for time being you can use it. So I'll create one add remote maven unshul remote, and here this is the path. Automatically it was given. This is the public repository, so no need to you have user ID and password. Test it, created, save and finish. So now this is the remote repo. So now what we'll do? Central it will not go. It should go to now Artifactory, and then Artifactory will download that from the central. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Earlier the flow was like this, and now the flow should be like this. Make
Mm-hmm.
sense?
Yes.
So that is a stuff how it works. So now virtual, I'll create one virtual one type Anshul, and here I need to add which are the repository I want to add it. So where is it? Oh, sorry, local I selected. Virtual, virtual, Maven, Anshul, something like that. Which this is your local, this is your remote. It's a virtual is like a group.
Okay.
So now I created all this kind of repository. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so repository is done. Now I'll create your user ID and password also. So
Mm-hmm.
let me do that. So go to security, go to identity and access here, add a user, Anshul, Anshul at the rate of Anshul.com, Anshul $123 password, and where any group, no group right now. Any repository builds, no. I want to create a group first, then. So this is one group, Anshul G group name GG. This is a group, and you want to add access to this. Done. And this is a group. So I created a group and I added Anshul into the group, which is called Anshulji. Now I will access the add access. So how do I access? Here it is permissions. So for that you have to use this one, new permission, Anshul. What group?
Until
Anshul
GGT.
group. Okay. What permission? Right now I'm blindly giving every sort of permissions. Okay. Resources. Which repository? Done. Done. And which group? Anshul group. Blindly I'm adding all access. So here I created a user. Here I created group. Here I added access. That's all. Done. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So username and password I have it. I have a repository also. So what to do? Upload and download. That's all. So now the question is
Who does this?
how. Hello.
Who does this? Who access the JFrog? Is it DevOps engineer or a developer?
Everyone will have. Whoever is doing upload and download.
Okay. But who maintains this? Is this DevOps engineer will maintain the JFrog or somebody else?
See, this is depends on the project actually.
Okay.
You may maintain, you may not maintain. This it depends. Okay. Sometime we have admin team, tools team. You will be as a DevOps engineer, you'll be working with the developers. You will have
Okay.
some access just like that. Sometime you'll be a part of tools team. They will manage the only uptime. Rest of the access they'll give it to you.
Okay.
So now the question is how to upload and download. The question you should ask how to upload to Artifactory using Maven. That's a question.
Okay.
How to download from Artifactory using Maven. Okay. So first thing you have to do, first thing, first let's upload that Artifactory. So first thing, modify the pom.xml with repository address, repo address. Step number two, modify setting.xml with server access. And then third one,
Which server?
server access, which is this one,
Okay.
Artifactory address.
Okay.
Artifactory access. And third one is Maven deploy. So Maven deploy. So what you do? First you compile, right?
Correct. Compile the code.
After that you test it.
Correct.
After that package it.
And upload.
After that install it, which I did not talk about last session. Now I'm talking deploy. If you remember my tutorial, just a second. Here, remember this one?
Yes, sir.
See here. Compile 8, test 16, 18 package, and you see last 23, 24,
Yes.
install
Install
and
it.
deploy. Okay, so this is the. Now you should ask what is install. So install may what happens? Copy a package to local repo. What is a local repo?
Local repo in a .m2 folder.
Hmm. Deploy what happens? Copy a package from local repo to remote repo. A remote repo,
Art-
what is that?
Artifact.
Artifact. That's the reason we are running this one. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So these are the three things we have to do. Do you remember this project? All of your project, this one?
Yes, sir.
Hmm, good. So modify the first do the pom.xml modification. So here, this is your pom.xml,
Correct.
and let's go the address of Artifactory. So here, go to this package, just a second, artifacts. Here, Anshul is your local repository.
Correct.
So deploy. This is you can deploy manually through the UI. Set me up. You can generate a code. So deploy. This is the code you need it.
Okay.
Copy this and paste it. That's all. Done. So what kind of release you have in Maven? Do you remember?
Release.
Release, yes.
One. One.
Release and snapshot, right? Okay, next time you practice little bit harder before next session. Okay,
Sir.
others will not understand anything.
Okay.
So we have a one a release type and one is a snapshot type. So this is the same thing. This is for the release.
Okay.
This is the snapshot. Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there is only one repository, but
Mm-hmm.
actually you should keep it released in a different repository and snapshot in a different repository.
Okay.
Okay, so done. That is the first part. Uh, this is done. Now modify the setting.xml. This setting.xml is from Maven. Okay, so where is that? So go to this location,
Mm-hmm.
the place where you have Maven installations.
Tools.
Conf directories. Look at this here. This is
Mm-hmm.
the place where I have a Maven installation. I'll just open up a setting.xml. Whenever you open a setting.xml, open with a notepad plus plus because most of the
Okay.
commands will be commented. Okay,
Okay.
so you should not get confused. So there will be one servers element. Okay,
Okay.
under the servers element, you have to copy this, paste. Now, what is the username password? So your username password is Anshul password, this one. Now this ID should match from the
Okay.
POM. So central is matching. For snapshot also there's one more I created, right? So this is for access for snapshot. This is access for central repository. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
That's all. So this is also done. Second thing is also done. After that, what you have to do? Run
Yeah.
Maven deploy.
Deploy.
That's all. So let me go to Ansul, command line, mbn deploy. Just wait for a few seconds. It's taking a little time.
Okay.
So this deploy means it will do everything. It will compile, test, package, install, deploy. See, this is packaging.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we saw that.
Compile,
Yes. Yes.
compile,
Testing.
testing, testing completed, packaging. Say installing done, and here deployment is being done.
Correct.
Say installations here in the local repo. Uploading, and done. Can I just check that? So go to the view,
Okay.
artifacts, Anshul, com, DevOps school, software, Anshul, and here is your package.
Yes, sir.
This is your package. Okay, so here is your package. Now you want to do the release version. So 1.0 release. I'm making it one more time. You have to do now. So snapshot is done. A release version is a stable product which you want to give it to the market. Done. So release package is also I deployed. Somewhere it should be refresh button. Anshul, com, see release version 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how you deploy using Maven. Manually also you can upload a file, but that's what not we do. Okay, so now second thing is how do we download? Download. So for the downloading you have to do two things. Modify setting.xml with mirror element. That is if you want to download the package. And second thing you have to do, add dependency in form.xml. Make sense? And then do anything Maven, whatever you want to do. You want to do This one. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So first thing, let me add a setting.xml with mirror element. This is a setting.xml here, and mirror element here. You will keep it. This is profile, right? Where's the mirror, 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 mirror?
Clear top. Yeah, that's it.
Here it is. Yeah. So copy this one here. Mirror element means the element from the repository from where it will be downloaded.
Okay.
So you should keep it always group one instead of printing multiple repository. It'll be too much. So keep it the group one. So
Okay.
what is a group one? So
Anshul
go to the uh, where is that?
virtual. Second one.
Where? Second
Second one.
one, this one. Yeah. This is. I think your virtual is not visual. Let me see. This is the one. Ansul SSS. So here, uh,
First one.
this is the one. Okay. So this is the address. I'll copy this. Now central ID should match star everything. That's all. So my setting Maven is set for downloading from these locations. If you don't have this one, this will remember that this will download from central. Now this is done. Okay. Now this place will, as part of the remote repository, download from central. So the first thing is done. Now add the dependency in the pom.xml. So I have to have another project actually. So this project I'm using pom.xml, and here let me delete this one right now. You have to add the dependency like this. So how do we add this? So Anshul com software Anshul 1.0, and somewhere see, this is for Maven, this is for IB, this is for Gradle, this is for SBT. Copy, and this is called, that means your project which is called chat is dependent on this project, this file, correct?
Yes.
Now what I'll do, I just want to download from the, see here, always remember this flow. Pom.xml will look for the repository, local
Mm-hmm.
repository. If found, then it will not go to the Artifactory. So because I built it, it will be there in the repository. So let me delete this. So, so local repository, I'm deleting it manually. So com DevOps school, full DevOps school, I'm deleting it. Done. So that way it will go to the Artifactory and download from there. So done. So I added this as a dependency related from the same source. I'm acting like a different user, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is my project. And now I will I will do
MVN.
build, yeah, ambient compile, anything I'll do. So now I should download. This is a, I'm acting like a different person. Okay. See you're downloading. Look at this.
Yes.
So this is how you upload and download. You can upload using this three steps, and let me see if it is downloaded to the directory or not. So you see here com, earlier I deleted, now it's got it. Software, unsure, 1.0, this is the jar file.
Okay.
So this is the way you can upload, this is the way you can download. Now one more thing which I'll give you the hints of it. Do you remember how do you publish your Docker image?
Yes.
What is the command we use?
We need to build the package first, right?
That's okay. I'm saying publishing, uploading and downloading. So uploading, downloading is pull command.
Push.
Uploading,
Push.
push command. Yeah. So same way, you can also create a Docker repository also. So here, local add local repository and Docker. Where is the Docker?
The first section, last one. First one, first section, last one.
Here. This is a unshow. Okay. And this is the repository you created. And here, if you go to the artifact unshow, this is the Docker repository, and push and pull you can do against this one.
Okay.
Set me. See here. Login and push. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like this. Okay, so you have to practice this one. Gradle one, there's no separate things. What is a Gradle one? Here you have, hmm, here you have a Gradle one. Uh, Create a local repository. Gradle one here. Now understand this. Gradle is not having inbuilt dependencies management tool. Why is that? So Gradle is using Maven dependency capability only.
Okay.
That means you'll create a repository of Gradle, but they will use the Maven capability only.
Okay.
So for that, you should first practice Maven. Then I'll talk about the Gradle and you easily understand this.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So any other questions which you have?
Now, you can stop the recording and I have a question, sir.
Yeah.